Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man here, getting ready to cut the soap that I made last night. It's been almost 12 hours, which is always ample time for my soap to set up. If you watch the video, I had 6 different colors. It's set up quicker than I thought. I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but actually looking at the side here, this is kind of what I was expecting. I always cut a very thin slice off the end. That's the one I keep for myself. I test it before I give it away. I never sell my soap, I always give it away. I do the tongue test to see if it zaps, and then I do the shower test to see how it works in the shower. So this is going to be my piece. Here we go. Yep, that's what I was expecting. I was afraid it had set up too thick. This is exactly what I was expecting it to do. Exactly. Oh, that's great. I love it. I hope you can see this. I hope there's not too much of a glare, because this is fantastic. So we're just going to do a few cuts and see how they look. My recipe calls for a 5% superfat, but I add extra superfat with the colors. This had 6 colors, which means it had 6 tablespoons of additional color added to it, and man, this is fantastic. If you watch the, I'm going to turn it on the side. I'm not cutting it very well. I'm really messing the cut up on this. If you watched the video, I did what I believe is called the tilted tiger swirl. That's where you tilt the mold on its side and pour the soap batter down the side and let it run on the side. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this. This turned out even better than I expected. It was the first time I had done that technique. It's the first time I've used this many colors. And recently, the last several batches of soaps, I've stepped out of my comfort zone and experimented a little bit. Oh, this is fantastic. And you know, I'm not even really a pastel person. Can you see that? I hope this is coming through. I'm not really a pastel type. Most of the people I give the soap to are women. They're going to love this. But even the guys who take it always come back for more every week and tell me how much they love it. So that makes me feel good that I'm doing something that people are really liking. And of course I use it myself. This is fantastic. This is absolutely a recipe to repeat. And it's good to know that if the batter sets up thicker than I wanted, it still works. Oh man, I love this. And like I say, I'm not even really the pastel type person, but this is nice. And all that extra oil in this is going to mean this is going to be great for your skin. And as soon as I get this cut, I'll show you some of the other ones that I've done where I've been experimenting. Now it looks like I'm maybe in the center here getting some glycerin rivers, a little issue with some glycerin rivers. It was pretty warm. I loosened the towel to release some heat. It may have gotten a little too warm, but even with that, the glycerin river appears to be pretty minimal. And this is gorgeous. Yeah, it is a little bit worse in the center where there was more heat generated. Next time I do this, I might not wrap it. I might just let it sit on its own. This is a little bit bigger batch. Usually I use 30 ounces of oils. This one I used 40 because I was using 6 different colors and I wanted to make sure that I had enough batter for each color. So this is a little bit bigger bar than usual. since I don't sell my soap, I give it away. This is just a hobby. This is not a business. I do this for myself because I have sensitive skin, and it really makes a difference on my skin. That's the reason I don't scent it either. I rarely scent my soap. And it really makes a difference on my sensitive skin. And folks, I even wash my hair with this. In the wintertime, I grow a thick, heavy beard, wash my beard with it. You know, it's not miracle soap. I don't put any, put any type of medicine or anything in it. It's just really genuinely good soap with a good recipe and quality oils. And it doesn't have all the chemical stuff that the commercial soaps do. And I've had chronic dandruff my entire life since I was a little kid. And usually, just a regular dandruff shampoo takes care of it. Since I have started washing my hair with my homemade bar soap, I have not had dandruff. I have no dandruff issues whatsoever anymore. Once again, it's not magic soap. I'm not saying it'll cure yours. I am saying it has cured mine. This turned out so well. I was worried because it was so thick. This is fantastic. And the people I give this to are going to love it, especially the women. We're almost finished cutting this, and I'm going to show you a couple things before we go. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this technique. Once again, all I did, well, you can watch the video if you want, but all I did was take the mold and prop it up with something like this. Actually, I used a bar of soap, and then pour the colors down the side from the top and let them slide down the side. Okay. Usually I have soap left over, and I'll pour it into a muffin mold. This is like what was left over, poured it into the muffin mold. This was another batch, this was another batch. So these are actually very, very nice bars of soap. They'll actually be great to hold on to in the shower, but what I'm going to do instead is get a few more of these, probably 5 or 6 of these, shave it down with a cheese grater, and then mix all these various colors in with the cold process soap. I've done that before. It makes a nice soap. Now let me grab the camera here, and hopefully I don't give you seasickness. Here are ones that I've experimented with. If you can see it, that's the Tall and Skinny Shimmy. Never made it. That's the Faux Funnel Swirl. Never made it. That is my first Hanger Swirl. Never done that one. That batch, I've used that technique before. Let's see, it looks a little bit better. But that one has lard that I rendered myself in it. So I've done some experimenting here. Now next week I'm going to get back to a little more plain and simple. But this is it. I'm going to do one more thing before we go. I always talk about my soap and how much I like it, even though it's a simple recipe, very, very simple. Because it has a high coconut content, the amazing lather it gives. I'm going to show you. I'm going to lather up. Now, this is a G-rated video. Everybody relax. I am going to actually soak my hair up because I brag about washing my hair with this. I'm going to show you what a wonderful lather this soap gives. So bear with me just a minute. Once again, everybody relax. I'm fully dressed. This is a G-rated video. Once again, just a little bit of lather, just a little bit of friction rubbing this. I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. Just a little bit of friction rubbing this on my hair, and I get this thick, luxurious, dense lather. I also get the same in the shower when I shower with it. This is just a super soap. Really love this. Hope you enjoy. Rinse my hands off. And everybody, I hope you've learned something. I've learned a lot here on the internet, especially watching YouTube. Everybody enjoy, and have a nice week, and I'll see you next weekend.